through colonialization, what we saw was that there was a net transfer taking place from global south to global north. Trillions of dollars worth of value was extracted from global south in shapes of raw material, and all the processing was done in the global north. Global south was not considered fit, where we had this mineral resources, that this production could take place there so that they could also benefit. But these valuable minerals were extracted and taken to global north, where value addition was done, and there was a net transfer of trillions of dollars worth of value on which the global north thrived. But now technology is offering opportunities for global south that they can also take part in this process of value addition by acquiring, adopting and using these technologies, which will not require as much capital as it used to involve in the traditional industrial revolution, where large corporations had monopoly on these means of production. So one opportunity for countries like Pakistan is that how fast can we acquire these technologies and how can we put them to use for economic development of the country. And who will do it? And I always say that for me, two things have to be populated and put to 24/7 use: libraries and laboratories. If you today go to a good university in Europe or America, you go to Harvard, Stanford, MIT, Penn, Chicago or whatever, Princeton or Cambridge or Oxford or any other good university, if you happen to pass by their labs and libraries at midnight, you will find the window panels full of light. The libraries and the laboratories do not shut down with office hours. And the dilemma of developing world is that our libraries and laboratories work on office hours. So working on office hours in laboratories and libraries does not give you breakthroughs. So these two places have to be populated with people who have passion to break the frontiers of knowledge, who are driven by a zeal that they will solve the unsolved puzzles and mysteries for mankind and develop new ideas, new solutions, and put them to use for the benefit of mankind. So I think National Center for Physics is our home for very advanced research. And if the other lesson of history which we also see is that almost every advanced technology has taken birth in defense-related research. Name any technology, probably every technology will have its birth in the domain of security or defense. But the success of successful countries have come that once they acquired any technology, they were able to commercialize that technology for the good of the whole society. Internet came from defense application, but look how internet technology has transformed the whole economic landscape. Similarly, any technology, if you see, for example, space technology, it all started as a very strategic investment by whether NASA or European Space Agency, and had maybe some security dimension to it, that they wanted to monopolize the sky with their satellites and use them for different means besides economic use, for military use. But now look at the space technology. It is becoming a commercial venture. What SpaceX is doing, very soon we are going to see space tourism taking place. So my point is that the challenge for researchers is no matter whether you are in agriculture sector, you are in industrial or manufacturing sector, or you happen to do research for any defense project, the ultimate success is that how fast can we take that research into civil application, commercial application, and create economic value out of this research. So therefore, we are now starting a new initiative which we call Science, Technology and Engineering for Development. Over the past couple of years, decades rather, we have invested billions of rupees in our higher education sector, in building centers of excellence. I mean, you just heard in 2016-17 we gave this 3D printing technology and many other areas, National Center for Applied Mathematics, and some other projects to National Center for Physics. Likewise, we set up in 17 National Center for Artificial Intelligence. I hope now we have to upgrade it to National Center for Generative Artificial Intelligence, National Center for Cyber Security, National Center for New Manufacturing, Automation and Robotics, National Center for Big Data Cloud Computing, National Center for Space and GIS Satellite and GIS Applications, National Center for Genomics. There was a whole range of these centers that we set up, and some of them have done really splendid work. But now, not just these centers, but the human resource that we started to develop. In 1998, under Vision 2010, we approved at that time 5,000 scholarships for overseas researchers, overseas scholarship scheme, 5,000 PhD scholarships for local universities. As a result, now, mashallah, we have thousands of researchers who have gotten their education in good universities abroad or in local universities, and now they are available. But does that investment only mean that they should just be classroom teachers? They should just lecture in their classrooms? Or should do some basic elementary research work in their labs, which probably can enable any researcher to have one